If you have ideas that you just want to get out, and it can be someone who writes, you could be a writer, you could be a singer, the urge to just come up with a song and boom, there it is. It's like things bubbling up out of us spontaneously. Let the walls come down, let go of expectations, let go of rigidness, and flow. There's abundance here. You may find it on the side of the road, free dumpster diving. So I think this is a fun degree. Hello, hello, welcome back as we continue taking a look at universal symbolisms, truths, imagery, the psychological profiling, and the complementary gemstones of the Sabian degrees of the zodiac. They are the individual pieces and parts of astrology. There are 360 degrees. We're taking a look at 2 each time. Today we're on Sagittarius Gemini 16th. I thank you so very much for being here, and without further ado, we're going to begin with the gemstones today. We'll start with Gemini. Green calcite. It calms and rejuvenates the heart. So it's a powerful healing stone for the heart. It deepens our connection to the center of our being. It brings a renewed sense of purpose and vitality, a desire to make positive changes in life. It nurtures emotional balance by bringing feelings of anger and resentment to the surface so that we can experience them, accept them, and then let them go. It reveals opportunities for health and growth, encourages forgiveness of yourself and others. The stone for Sagittarius is Hemimorphite, and the spelling will be in the description for both. This one enhances psychic visions or empathetic abilities. It heightens awareness and intuition. It gives you more energy and enthusiasm, elevates your mood, amplifies positive emotions. It brings about spiritual growth. It brings emotional issues to the surface for attention and healing. We'll begin with Sagittarius. Seagulls fly around a ship in expectation of food. A magician's wand sprouting golden leaves. An albatross circling voyagers to Antarctica. A man shearing sheep. Thoughts being exchanged by many people over great distances. This is the first of many degrees with the theme of transference. And in psychology, that means seeing the characteristics, say, of your father on a professor or in another person. So that's one way to see transference. Another is to transfer knowledge, or somebody has something and they give it to somebody else. So that's the overarching theme for many of the degrees. Certainly this one, it's strong here. And here what we're seeing are seagulls, so birds are very strong today. I noticed them a lot. I was out today and I did notice a lot of bird action today. Birds and seagulls here are a representation of our wild, untamed human soul. Couple of things going on here. On a physical sense, today's a day when you may find some lucky treasures dumpster diving. Things just happen to be on the street, you drive by and wow, hey, that's pretty cool. I'm going to get that. I think I can create something with that. Taking the cast-offs that others just don't need anymore. They've outlived their usefulness for one person, but they're a treasure to somebody else. So you could be a thrift flipper or someone who dumpster dives and says, you know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but I think I can make something with it. And you end up using it down the road. We're seeing that with the seagulls flying around the ship looking for food. We're seeing that with a man shearing sheep, so he's taking wool from one animal, from one creature, and then he's taking it and he's using it for something else. And then the magician takes a limb from a tree and turns it into a wand. Thoughts also being exchanged by many people over great distances. So it's taking information and it's changing it. So it was one thing, you take it on yourself and you use it in a new way. So breathing new life into something that is taken from someone else or offered by someone else, and creating something new with it. Taking down expectations. So like when you find something on the street and it's free, you're not going to be as picky about it as if you pay several $100s for it. You're thankful to have it, you can make it work, and you see it with a different set of eyes. A lower expectation allows for creativity to just have fun and create, just for the fact of creating. So lucky roadside finds, an exchange of ideas, creating with whatever shows up. Therefore, you always are provided for. On the other hand, what can happen is if you continually do this, then the seagulls, instead of hunting in the wild, they become dependent on the ship, on the voyagers looking for food. So there is a dependence on others here. Adopting things that need to be adopted, that are no longer needed for somebody else, you take it on. I saw that today on my way home. There was a free tree. I could have had a free tree. I really didn't need it, so I didn't take it, but it was free. Somebody was being generous. So being generous today and being thankful for what you find. Adopting it and then being creative with it. And therefore always being sustained, because if you found it for free, you either can sell it or give it to someone else, be generous yourself, or you have something when you need it. You have an eye for picking up things that could be useful down the road. Therefore, you always have what you need. So fortuitous occurrences happen because you have an openness to, que sera, sera, if it happens, it happens, and you don't have very high expectations, and therefore it allows for a fun, creative degree. Let's take a look at Gemini. A woman activist in an emotional speech, dramatizing her cause. A man is projecting numbers at someone for the purpose of healing that person. A single sunflower, wilting and dropping its seeds. A diva sings a passionate aria as the stage burns. A doctor giving an elixir infused with diamonds to a blind man. This degree is the first in many, with the overarching theme of exteriorization, which means to bring things out into the open. And here it begins with a woman, so feelings, emotions, the feminine aspect, dramatizing something that has to come out. And it was mentioned here that it's violent. And I had a dream, and I won't go into all of it because it was personal, but it felt violent. I was hearing myself, my voice, say words that I didn't agree with. It was like, I don't think that way. After reading this today, I am wondering if hearing that and understanding that, no, that is not how I feel about this, it made me speak words that I did feel. So part of me thinks that that may have been on purpose. Leave a comment if you've had a similar thing come up where you're almost forced to say what you really think because you disagree with what you heard. So here we're talking about a woman activist. It's that image that we all have seen with Sally Field holding up her placard where she's telling everybody to strike, strike, strike. So it's, an impassioned plea, dramatic, possibly violent way of forcing someone to get something out into the open. For me, I think that dream, sometimes my negative dreams are a way to shake me awake to do something that I otherwise may not have seen. If subconsciously I had some wrong thinking going on, by hearing it come out into the open, that is a way to convert me into saying what I really wanted. This is someone who loves numbers, possibly into numerology, inspiration and intuition that wants to come out, an exchange of ideas, passion, diva singing a passionate aria. So singing, proselytizing, that's another word that is mentioned here, and that is the act of attempting to convert someone from one religion, belief, or opinion to another. Diamonds are clarity to a blind man. So trying to heal something that you're blind to through communication. Gemini's communication. So an exchange of ideas can be with yourself through dreams. It can also be if you have ideas that you just want to get out, and it can be someone who writes. You could be a writer, you could be a singer. The urge to just come up with a song and boom, there it is. It's like things bubbling up out of us spontaneously. Let the walls come down. Let go of expectations. Let go of rigidness and flow. There's abundance here. You may find it on the side of the road. Free dumpster diving. So I think this is a fun degree. That is what I have for you today. Subscribe if you would like to have more of this information. Give me a like if you're enjoying this. And as always, take care till next time.